Alright guys, I got a lot more done today. I don't know if I showed you, but I put the tranny cooler up here in the front. It's these jobbies right back here all the way to the firewall and then down in there. I did the GT500 injectors yesterday. I installed those guys. They drop right in, stock height and everything. Changed the tune. I put in, this is my high speed fan, this is my low speed fan. It's a dual speed Mercury Cougar fan out of like a Ford. These things are beasts. And then I took the, I think it's red pin 34 and blue pin 42. Blue pin 42 is low speed fan. And then this is for the wideband input. This is the EGR pin 55. I'll put my wideband into there when I got that guy all ready to go. But other than that, I just got done doing the important part, mounting the cup holders in here. Well, I was changing my fan on and off speeds too, making sure my fans worked. But something cool here we did. There's a Ford buzzer for you guys. That fixes it. We were like, well, if we put the shifter there, we're gonna ruin some cup holder spots for such a nice driver. So this is what we ended up doing. I figured I could just slice the seat, and it worked out really, really well. I got a rear exit shifter instead of a front exit. I figured I'd have more room. I've always done front, but it's the same price for a rear exit, and you always have to loop around the front and go back to the end of the trans anyway. And this is actually a quarter stick, a Hurst quarter stick made for TH400s and Power Glides. It works good. You just have to make your own bracket for the trans. Nothing really lines up on a 4L60E, it seems. Maybe the 80E will do better. But all I did was razor this, and I just jammed a 3/8 extension down in there to get the padding out of the way. And then I took a long fucking screwdriver, came up to about here, and I made it into the carpet. I reached under the seat, and I could feel that it was up against the carpet, that I wasn't hitting anything metal in here. And then I just took a 3-pound sledge and punched it right through the unibody out the bottom of the car. And then from there we pulled the screwdriver back up, and then we ran a stepper bit up in to make it big enough, and dropped the cable down in and went right over to the transmission shift selector, which is right about there. And then this guy's ready to go. You get reverse, neutral, and if you pull all the way back, you get third, and that's fourth, and then that's neutral. So what's nice is I only really, if I do a 4L80E, I only really put these cars into third anyway to race them and beat the shit out of them. And then when I'm on the highway, I bump overdrive, and then that's neutral. And then if you've ever used a quarter stick, that's a reverse lockout. Now you can hit reverse, then you lever for park. But the nice thing and the important thing was I got this $7 AutoZone cup holder here, and it holds 2 Dunkin' Donuts coffees, large and medium. No problem with the shifter here. So that's a big thing. We drink the shit out of some Dunkin' Donuts when we're working on these cars. I have the entire dash cut out and removed because I'm putting in a... Grab this son of a bitch back here. I'm going to wire this up in the next day or two. Whoa. Look at this beaut. She's a beaut, Clark. Well, this jams in there, but I got some other cables and stuff in the way. But this is a O2 Camaro SS dash cluster. And this thing will be a beast. The 7,000 RPM tach, 155 mile an hour speedometer, the voltage and stuff built in. You can do other stuff like get the oil pressure, the water temp works good. Other things work out pretty nice. So it'll be neat to get that working, even just for the tach and the speedometer, since they're pretty high quality and pretty high resolution. And it was fairly cheap to get the dash and the wiring thing for it. So that's what I'll be doing for that. And then we'll probably mount a boost gauge somewhere, and I think I'm putting an aftermarket fuel gauge in. I read some things on getting the fuel thing to work with the sending unit, but we'll see if I want to deal with that. Maybe I'll wire it in and try it, and if it doesn't work, I'll put a $26 fuel gauge on that I know works. But that's it for now. It's doing really good with the GT500 60 pounders, and I'm still waiting for my gas tank. That's still my gas tank right now. It's oh, check this out. Totally cold. I can touch the headers and shit. There's nothing there. This beast is cold. And you just reach in here, you say hi to your Dunkin' Donuts, wait for the fuel pressure. Pretty awesome. like nothing happened. Pretty sweet.